So I finished Blood and Brujas, and this was a 5 out of 5 for me. I feel like the action happened throughout the whole storyline pretty frequently enough where the ending doesn't really have like a crazy ending. It does have a crazy ending, but it doesn't have as crazy of an ending because the action is just happening nonstop in this book. Like every time you get a moment of peace, every time you get a moment of just like finally the main character gets to live a happy life, something happens and it's just like okay, and it builds and it builds and it builds on top of the last thing, and it's this book was just everything. I'm waiting for the second book. I'm waiting for the second book. Where is it? This is the type of cliffhanger where I'm just like, where's the second one? Give me the second one right now. If you like witches, if you like vampires, if you like elemental magic, if you like portals, then this is the book for you. This has a diverse cast, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. If you guys are looking for your next BIPOC read, if you guys are looking for your next LGBT read, if you guys are looking for your next romantasy with a little bit of bisexy action going on, this is the book for you. The smut in this ranged from like sriracha to mango habanero. So like it started off more like sriracha, and then as it kept progressing, I was like, okay, mango habanero, I see you creeping in here. I see you trying to get up into this action. So what is the book about? The beginning of this book just opens you up on a battlefield. You're on a battlefield, and then out of nowhere something happens. So then the main character ends up in the clutches of the enemy, and she has to get into this marriage of convenience that she has to get into with this like really frustrating main character who's really annoying. And she just has to get through it. She has to get through it for her witches. She has to like her only other option is to basically get unalived or become a prisoner, and she's like, that's not happening, so I'm gonna become basically like a queen of this kingdom, and our kingdoms are gonna merge. And this book follows like all the complications of having two kingdoms, two very opposing kingdoms that have been at war nonstop, having to merge together, and the complications that arise from that. It just this explores every single like little minuscule problem that could happen with that kind of scenario, and it builds that's how it builds the action. That's how there's constant action, because something is always happening. Somebody is always unhappy with the way that the kingdom is being ruled now. I think Michaela did a really good job with this one. This one was my favorite of all her books. I haven't gotten to Secret of the Serpents yet, but this is my favorite of her books so far. When I tell you the unexpected happens every single time, the unexpected happens. I think I really like once I got past the 50% mark, I really like the magic system because it gets explored even more. And I feel like this is going to be one of those books that eventually is going to get traditionally published, and everybody's going to know this name. Like the name of this book, I feel like everybody is going to know the name of this book. Because once this becomes a series and it comes fully printed out and like all the books are out, I feel like a traditional publisher is either going to pick this up or regret that they didn't pick this up when they could, because this is that book. Like it feels at the beginning it feels a little bit like Manon Blackbeak fan fiction. So if you've read Throne of Glass and you liked Manon's character, you're probably gonna like this book because the main character reminds me a lot of Manon, but like a bisexual version of Manon. Perfect. Like this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This is the bisexual Manon that I got, and this is what I wanted. I loved it. This is why I loved it. She's a slow burn. She's a slow burn, but that's okay because there's action that happens in between and it get weaved in, and it's just the right amount. Like I'm still yearning for the second book, but after everything that happened in that first book, I'm like, Okay, I get to finally take a deep breath because I was stressed. She had me stressed the whole book because something was always happening. I'm telling you right now. I'm definitely excited to read the second book. And I hope this book doesn't put me in a slump because it was that good where I'm like, I hope I can read another book. I hope I can get to another book after this one without having to like I'm going to be thinking about this book for a couple of days. I'm going to be thinking about the ending for a couple of days. I don't know why. For some reason, I just like cliffhangers where a particular something happens and like the ending of this had this a similar cliffhanger to the Sunbearer Trials, and I'm like, how come I like this type of cliffhanger? Why is this okay? Why am I like this? Anyway, if you can, go pick it up. It's really good. I love this one. This definitely reminded me. This this gave me like a Throne of Glass Manon Blackbeak fix that I've been needing for a while. I am still looking for my Roman Empire, which was Aelin fan fiction. I just need some Aelin fan fiction from somebody. But I digress. She is the star of the show. Please go pick her up.